Alright, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to American Truck Simulator. Today we are in Amarillo and we are looking at a new truck and trailer to the channel. You guys have probably already seen this and you know exactly what it is. It is the FLD 120 Freightliner from Faster Modding. This is free on the Steam Workshop. I'm sure you've seen it. If you haven't, I'll have a link down below so that you can check it out. Lots of really cool customization and a nice throwback. It's nice that it's also free. The trailer that we have here is actually from Dro Modding, and it is the Utility 3000R. And something, if you were not aware of this trailer, because it probably just looks like any box car, box truck, or reefer, one thing that you'll notice right now is that the trailer is closed. It does come in a roll-up version, which I have here, or the regular doors that swing out, but something really cool. Now, I already have the load on here. We're actually taking a load of Farmer John bacon from Amarillo to Carlsbad, New Mexico. So it's already loaded, but what happens if I detach the trailer? Alright, we're detached, and what happens? The back of the truck opens up to display all of the products, everything that's actually being shipped in here. And yes, there are like 40 loads, I think, something like that. And yes, every time you load a new load onto here, it shows up differently in the truck. Not only the product, but if you have less of the product and it's not as heavy, it actually doesn't start until maybe 3/4 of the way, or 1/4 of the way, or halfway into the truck. So this is unique. It's kind of cool. We're used to seeing loads on a flatbed, on a step deck, on a lowboy, but now what Dro Modding has done is actually drawn all of the loads into the trailer. All you have to do is detach it, then you can see what's going on. I didn't do this over at the bay, because you wouldn't be able to see it very well. And all I have to do is reattach the trailer, so I'm going to go ahead and do that, and we'll get on our way. And now the door is loaded up again. We've got about 4.5 hours over game time, obviously, over to Carlsbad, New Mexico. We're taking just shy of 40,000 pounds of Farmer John bacon, so let's go ahead and get started. By the way, we do, in addition to this drive and showing you the FLD and this utility reefer, I also have some...
Let's get going. The leaders of many foreign nations await your arrival.
Thanks, Morgan. We also have some updates to talk about. News, what's going on 1.49, what updates are happening. I will share those with you once we get moving. I believe the brake is already off here. Let's get our lights on. I think our headlights are... Nope, headlights weren't on. I should know that. I should know that because in the FLD, everything shows up in green once you have all of your lights on. Alright, so I have a 425 horsepower Detroit Diesel 60 from Slav Jerry in here. Let you hear that better. We'll get the windows down. We're in the yard, we should anyway, and we'll get our four-ways on. And let's move. We are rocking a 13-speed transmission, Eaton Fuller. I, of course, because I have 2 sticks, am using the second stick since it's a throwback truck. It's going to kind of RP that we have a 2-stick setup. Obviously, we only see 1 stick down there. But it does have the little red or orange splitter, so 13 is probably a safe bet in this truck. But I'll be using the second stick as the splitter, just to mix it up a little bit, and that's what you can see in the lower right hand part of the screen as you see these 2 sticks. This stick is just for the splitter. When it's forward, it's low. When it's back, it's high. Obviously, that's not going to impact us at all on a 13 speed until we get into the upper range anyway. Let's get moving.
In 400 meters, turn right. Turn right.
Alright, windows up. Four-ways are off. We're out of the yard. Probably just go ahead and leave it right here in second since we got a rolling start. No one's coming. And we are off. I hope you guys are having a good week. If you are seeing this when it's released, it is Thursday, so the week's almost done. If you guys see that later, probably already be the weekend. But we are, take another look at this trailer. A lot of detail. You can obviously customize the back of it. You can customize the front of it, the sides, the lights, the tanks, the spare tire, the toolbox.
Turn right.
You can change a whole lot on here. So I don't know about you guys, but I've actually been kind of
Turn right.
on the fence, and I didn't really know that this reefer actually had an open door configuration so that we can actually see the loads. If I knew that, I probably would have signed up for Dro Modding earlier. He is on Patreon, and I think the subscription starts at $3 a month. Well, let's get our four-ways on because we're going to block traffic here. I did the $5 option so I can get some of his links for stuff that's not 100%, or get some of his links and updates for his developments as well, so I can share that with you guys ahead of time, kind of keep you guys in the loop what's going on with Dro Modding. But yeah, this is my first little go with his stuff, and I gotta tell you, the reefer is really cool, having that back door open so you can see all the loads, and to have like 40 different loads. It's ridiculous, so crazy. So I've been on the fence for a while, and once I learned that those doors open so you can see the cargo, oh, I'm all about that. So I picked it up real quick. Obviously he has other mods in addition. I haven't really gotten into them yet. I believe other trailers, other utilities, I believe even a truck. I'm not sure. I have to look into that. You guys might know a little bit more than me, since Dro Modding has been around for a little while. A little bit of news and updates going on here while we're waiting at the light is I'm still kind of waiting to hear back from MTG to figure out if I can get the update for the Mac B62. That was the video that I did the other day, and like not even a week later after I got the thing, he updated it. And the process that you have to go through to get the update, if you've already purchased it, is you just have to hit him up on Facebook. Just send him a message, and he will get back to you with a link to the update.
In 400 meters, turn left.
So that process was not known to me, because I actually got it off of his Boosty site, but I hadn't yet gone over to his Facebook page. I will leave a link to his Facebook page below where you can get some more information. Then you guys can be in the know as well. Another bit of news that it's happening, and it probably happened, I want to say it came out 4 or 5 days ago, was John Ruta's announcement that he is making some major upgrades to the Highway Killer, his W900. Really exciting. Looks like he's doing a lot of work on the interior with the cabs, and really looking forward to that. Never know what the AI is going to do. Sometimes they pause, sometimes they don't. Clearly he had the right of way, but sometimes they just sit there when they detect that you've gone too far out into the road.
Exit left.
So really excited. Make sure you're following on his Facebook page, on John Ruta's Facebook page, so you can see all of the progress and updates and when he is going to release that next version of the Highway Killer. Real excited about that. Of course, that's coming right on the heels of his big update from the 362, as well as his update on the Freightliner Classic XL, which are both amazing. So expecting only good things from Ruta in this department. Can't wait to see that Highway Killer being updated. Some more news coming from Pister. He's added a small update to the Rogers Lowboy. This is going to be the last of his small updates. What Pister is planning to do moving forward, at least according to his Discord, is he's going to be making more major updates in terms of loads and additional stuff like that. But they're probably going to be spaced a little bit further apart. So they're not going to be like updates every 2 or 3 weeks, adding 2 or 3 different loads. So a little bit spread a little bit further apart, still probably on a fairly regular basis compared to some of the other developers. Pister just nails it out of the park with his additions, keeping everyone updated, and it's really good to see. So maybe it's going to be a little bit longer before his next update after this, but he'll probably have like 8 to 10 loads. On this last update, and all you have to do is go to his site, log in, go to the My Downloads section, and then you can get the updates. There's 3 new loads. I won't spoil them for you. Go ahead and check it out if you already have the Rogers, but they're looking pretty cool. Looking really cool. And he's trying to expand and do more loads that cover lots of different industries, so you can pick up a bunch of stuff with the Lowboy, and it's not just farming, it's not just tools, it's not just tractors, it's a bunch of different things that he's currently working on, so that's pretty cool. Another update from Pister is, according to Pister, everything is going good, both with the yards from Matt VT as well as the ATS expansion from Recon Lobster and Driver 47. So if you are driving or pulling any sort of Pister trailer, you are good to go at any of Matt VT's or ATS expansion's yards that offer jobs. So that's pretty exciting. Another bit of news that I actually didn't cover last time that I meant to was that, for the most part, Matt VT is saying that all of his yards are compliant with 1.49. Now, there is one exception, and the exception is, what yard is it? I can't remember what yard it was. But there is, it's Pocatello. That one I can confirm does not work for me, and one other person did comment that it didn't work for them. So far, loading in all the rest of the yards, it hasn't led in a crash to desktop. I've tried a few of them, not all of them, but they seem to be going good, at least to get into the game and not crash your system. So, nice little bit from Matt VT there, and of course combine that with all the updates for Pister's trailers. You should be good to go. We seem to be getting back into the swing of things, and most people have their stuff updated for 1.49. I, of course, am always waiting on the Pro Mods updates, and since it's December, we're getting into the winter. I know that PNG has previewed a couple things. One is wet roads, hasn't gone into effect yet. The other one is going to be snow textures. And speaking of snow textures, I really would like to know when we're going to be able to get Grimes mods working again, because of course he has that Winter Wonderland or whatever he calls it, where it shows the different snow textures, and he has the different levels of snow texture. You can get it to where it's really heavy, where it's really thin, or after, if the roads are cleared and you just see snow on the banks. And of course he has that extra little bit where you can actually get the physics in there. I've done it a few times. It drives me absolutely batty because it makes it so hard to drive. Question for you guys who have tested
Keep right and then exit right.
Grimes Winter mod, is it possible, as I'm crashing, yeah, that's just too fast. Okay, it's because of construction.
Exit right.
Go figure. Wacky stuff going on here. I'm going to go ahead and still get off the freeway here. I'm not doing the detour. Okay, and that happened. That happened. Probably something that I instigated. Something to see all the time. Looks like we're going to turn right, so let me get on over here. Yeah, so the question that I had for you guys is, if you've tried Grimes physics mod so that you can actually get the slippery roads and
keep right and then turn right.
And the physics is actually more conducive to driving in the snow, which is incredibly difficult.
Turn right.
It's incredibly difficult to drive in that. What happens, I know there's a snow chain mod where you can throw on snow chains, I think just for the default SCS tires.
And then exit left.
But if you put the chains on, does that make it easier
Exit left.
for you to drive with Grimes winter mods? And in that physics mod specifically. Because if it's slippery, but then you introduce a little bit more grab, if there's any physics in the actual snow chain mod, that would be kind of cool to know. Maybe it wouldn't give you and restore 100% of it, which would be ideal, but it would give you some control so you're not just slipping and crashing into absolutely everything, which is my experience. I might give it a try again. Maybe I'll be a little bit more patient this time. Oh, 40,000 pounds. Oh, we do have 425 horsepower in here, but it doesn't feel like we're getting off the ground very well. Of course, we do have the whole sleeper and everything. Probably adds a lot of weight. I'm sure the truck is coming in pretty heavy, probably 45,000 pounds. But yeah, I'd be interested to know what happens with those snow mods as we're in the winter now, and I'm probably thinking about dusting them off. I hope they all are working in 1.49. But I did have one more update to share with you guys, and it's something that I just learned about today. Spoiler alert, I'm recording this on Wednesday, so you guys will see it for the first time on Thursday. To my knowledge, the new element in 1.49, or one of the new elements in 1.49, is that there is a used truck market, which is pretty cool. But to my understanding, it only works for the base vehicles, the vanilla trucks that come with SCS, and it doesn't apply to any mods. However, I just heard today from someone on Goggles56's Discord that it's a guy, I don't know what his name is, but he goes by, his username is GamerOldMan. He puts out a lot of cool little mods, and this is another mod that he has added, where he started to bring some trucks that are mods, either paid or free, and if you download this free mod, you will begin to see some of these modded trucks in the used truck market. Now, he does say that it takes a few cycles to go through before they start appearing, so be patient with that. And also, if you see a truck, you might even see some used ones that have no mileage. It might take a few cycles for those to actually reflect mileage, so be patient with it. But it is a free mod and an ability, our first ability to be able to put modded trucks, get them from the used truck market, so that's pretty cool. Little disclaimer, obviously, you have to own the mod yourself. So a couple of them that I know that works, Ironworks W900, Vipers 379, 389 is in there, all of John Ruda's, Mr. Overfloater's K100, which is obviously a free mod on the Steam Workshop. A couple other ones. Oh, Pisters was just added. Pisters 389 is now going to be in your used truck market, assuming, of course, you own the truck, you own the mod, and you already have it activated in your profile, I believe. So, little disclaimers there. But pretty cool that, and I think there's like a list of like 10 different trucks. See if I can kind of look. Blueprint Modding's Needle Nose, the Kenworth 521 will show up there. FLX is 359. Oh yeah, the Peterbilt 3XX. So the 3XX project from Half-Assed Gaming. And there's an auto car in there as well. I can't remember the person that did that offhand. Apologies. So you've got like 10 different trucks that are in the used truck market now, and they aren't just the vanilla ones. They are paid and free mods, which it makes a lot of sense, because if you drive paid mods, or additional mods, paid or free, kind of makes sense that you be able to use this used truck market to its full capabilities. Jake from that DD60, again from Slav Jerry. You can hear it all the way up to the stop. There we go. So we'll go ahead and move forward a little bit. We got hour 23 left. I'm going to join up with you when we are dropping off. See you in a minute. Alright, we're just waiting for this traffic to clear. We're in Carlsbad, getting ready to deliver to the Dollar Tree. They got a green, so I don't want to get stuck on these tracks. Do they have us going in right here?
Turn right.
Yeah, they do. Go ahead and get the four ways on.
You've arrived. It's been my honor and duty to see you.
A little bit over that curb. Let's go see where they. We out of traffic? Can't really tell. I think we are. Yeah, we are. We got the four ways on. Let's go ahead and get in there and figure out where they want us to drop this. Okay, so figured out where they want us to drop. It's going to be a little challenging. It's a kind of a tight space here, but I think we should be able to pull it off. Something to note that while I have the roll-up door on here, one of the other options for the roll-up door is, God, what is it called? That little ramp. Not a ramp, but like a, that goes up and down. Lift gate. There you go. So you do have the option with a roll-up door to also put a lift gate on there, and it turns out that would have probably been a great idea for this one because we aren't dropping off at this bay here to the left. They've actually got us going over by that wall. So a lift gate in this case will be absolutely necessary, and obviously based on some videos that I've seen of guys doing some pickup and delivery work before, usually if a lift gate is required, it's usually mentioned on the paperwork and it's all squared away before that product even gets loaded into the trailer, but I'm going to have to RP that for today. But just know that you have a lift gate possibility on this trailer as well. So that's kind of cool. Let's go ahead and straighten out. We might have to back up a little bit, but I'm fine with that. I'd rather be straight and be out of the way. There we go. That's looking good. We'll back up. Of course, we're supposed to have windows down in case anyone yells, so we can tell what's going on. Straighten out there. It's looking pretty good. All right. Parking brake on. Windows up. Don't need anything but the parking lights. Okay. Engine off. Let's go ahead and get this delivered. Alright, so yeah, there's all of our goods that we have delivered. 50,000 pounds of bacon to the Dollar Tree. And it looks like the guy's already getting set up and bringing the forklift over so he can get some of these pallets off. Again, probably would have been a good option to have a lift gate on this, but you never know what you're doing. The lift gate kind of makes it hard sometimes. Well, it makes it very hard if you're going to go into a bay because it's folded up and goes about halfway up the thing. I guess you could put the lift gate, drop it on their dock if you wanted to, but I guess you just really need to know what you're going to be driving into, and with ATS you just don't. Anyway, thanks for driving along with me today. If you enjoyed the video, go ahead and give me a thumbs up. Consider subscribing and hitting the notification bell so you can see all my videos, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care.